What's up, guys? So we are on episode 7 of Meme or Meta, and if you guys have watched every single episode so far, I appreciate you guys so much. And today we are doing the Tsareena V deck, and a quick little history lesson. The Tsar means it's Russian for Caesar, like Julius Caesar. Pretty cool, I think. But anyways, get into the deck. It's got the Queen's Orders attack, and it does 20 damage, and for each benched Pokemon you discard, you can do an extra 40 damage, so you can do 180 with 4 Pokemon discarded, or up to 220 if you discard your entire bench. The one thing I did notice is I was able to just trade for a couple Leafeons right now in order to make the video. We definitely need this in here. I played a game without it, and it just did not work because you have to attach from the Leafeon to whatever your starting Pokemon is, because it's definitely not going to be this based on the odds of how many Pokemon we run. So we have to get that Leafeon ability attached so that we are able to retreat. Let's say even if we start with a Crobat, a Zigzagoon, whichever one we use. And the cool thing is we get to use the Yamper in this deck. And so when you get the ball search, you get to put a Pokeball and a Great Ball from your discard pile back into your hand. I think that's really cool. We're running 3 of each, and that also frees up our hand to put the Crobats down on the bench and draw up more cards. We run level balls, and then so I think these were the best under 90 HP basic Pokemon that had abilities. We got the Lucky Match, put the supporter from this discard pile into our hand if we flip the heads. Yeah, we got the Zigzagoon, does 10 damage to our opponent's Pokemon whenever we play it, and then we got an Ordinary Rod to put the discarded Pokemon back into our deck. We got the Pokeballs, search them out, Quick Balls, another Rescue Carriers. These get us immediately back into our hand. That's really cool. We can really just keep searching. Flip. I usually don't like to flip coins, but when you're flipping so many with these Yampers, it's worth them getting in here. And I think just for fun, I put the ball guys in here. We got 1 copy of Klara, especially just because I got this, but it actually works in here. Put the 2 Pokemon from the discard pile into our hand. And we also can use the energies if when we're in a pinch, but obviously it's meant for the Pokemon. Since it's a basic, we get 3 Capes of Toughness, brings it up to 250, so possibly 2 hitting, forcing them to 2 hit us, which is huge. And then the Raihan, if we can flip a heads, put it back into our hand with the Chatot, that'd be nice. And yeah, you get to put the energy from the discard pile back into, we get to attach it to one of your Pokemon, but you can only do that if one of your Pokemon were knocked out. But of course, we'll only have to do that to attach to one of our benched Tsareenas if one of our other ones were knocked out on the previous turn. So I think that's a cool little combo. Maybe you could run, if you don't like Chatot having to flip a coin, you could run an Eldegoss in here. Now that I'm thinking about it, because you're going to discard it anyway, so it's not a liability. But I think you're fine flipping the coins. Yeah, so let's happen. Oh, you also run 4 capture energies, since this runs 1 and 1, and so does the Leafeon if you're in a pinch, but you usually not do this. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's a fun deck. I don't think I made any changes, but we'll just save and hop into a match. Hopefully we get some good matchups. Yeah, we're against Quick Start. Let's see what they're running. We want to go first, because why not? I'm going to get that energy, and we get, okay, so pretty good starting hand. We get the Leafeon, we get a turn 1 attached no matter what. Looks like we can thin. We're going to get possibly a full bench. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter if we just do that. Okay, so we're against Rapid Strike Urshifu. We'll put the Cape of Toughness down. We will Pokeball. Fail. Great Ball. Not going to fail there. Zigzagoon, I guess, just because. We're just really looking for an energy from the Crobat. And we now have 3 rescue carriers in our hand, which is pretty unbelievable. So we were able to find 3 rescue carriers, but not a single energy. But that's the nice part of the Leafeon. I really, 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 really do not want to have to research this hand away. That would be more than unfortunate. Hopefully they Marnie us. I doubt that's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Maybe they do. And they're not gonna, but it does not look like they have a supporter in their hand. So we could consider. Hear me out, guys. We could consider not researching. We got the knockout already. We got the level ball in hand. They're not gonna. Oh, they can evolve into the Drizzile. That will always be an out. They're not gonna be able to knock us out no matter what. So I say we just greening cells. And now we are pressuring them for a knockout next turn. Okay, so we will not be able to get the knockout next turn. And actually, now that I think about it, we can't even discard our bench because, yeah, we could just lose the game and that would be awful. And well, she is going to use the Drizzile. And gonna Marnie us, but honestly, I would say I'm relatively okay with that. I really did not want to lose those rescue carriers, as you guys know. And there is our 4th rescue carrier. Hilarious. So we're probably gonna Zar, Cape, and Crobat. Unless we tap deck a supporter. Maybe even a level ball. We could do the Chatot and wait. No, we don't. But we could get a Yamper and get both those back. She's not gonna G-Max Rapid Flow and go for the bench. I would think you would want. I guess you would lose your energies just to take 1 prize card. I don't think that was the right play by her. Let's Great Ball, see if we get something we like. We could Yamper. We could just not Crobat. But I think we are going to. We still would like to get an energy attachment, of course. And next turn we'll have the Yamper. And we get the capture energy. Not going to help us, except for giving us an energy, which is nice, of course. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's do the math. 120, 140, plus 220. 140 will get us the knockout in the next turn. So I think we just keep the Leafeon. 140. He's at 150. So yeah, we can get up to 340, which... Next turn we'll be looking to do the 180. And that will get the knockout. So we'll have to discard 4 Pokemon next turn. We have the ball guy in hand. So we can definitely get enough Pokemon out there. We got the Yampers, so that'll be fun next turn. Flip some coins. Search our deck. Because we do have to find, assuming Hold on, how much does she has to do? 190, so she can't even get the knockout this turn either. So she's just doing some evolving. Unless she's gonna get a bunch of Inteleons. But I think that guy just came on the bench. I wasn't really watching. I was thinking what I want to do next. So I mean, she's definitely not doing what she'd like to do, but we are in more than control of this game. And I think she should have just G-Maxed Rapid Flow. I think she would have been able to pull it off this turn. I would assume she would run a Melanie V in there. Maybe not. Probably not. She doesn't have water in the discard pile anyway, so that would not have helped to get it off. I think that's why they run. I think I've seen more people running water energies instead of fighter energies because then they can Drizzile, Melanie V, get another energy down, and we would be knocked out this turn. Granted, she knows we can get rid of any bench Pokemon, but still, she could have done one here, took out a Zigzagoon. She really needs to get another Urshifu and start working on that. Maybe even go into a Gal Thrust. Probably what's going to happen here. Yep, there's Urshifu. There's the energy search, so. But I mean, a whole lot of evolving this turn. I feel like she didn't really develop her board at all, except for the fact next turn she's going to get a bunch of quick shootings down, and that's going to make her Urshifus a lot more dangerous, but I guess she'll be able to kill us next turn with the Urshifus. I mean, with the Inteleons, if she gets 3 of them out. So we get 2 capture energies, and of course that's not what we are looking for. We're going to have to try and get a Crobat out. I think we'll just Yamper. Get a Great Ball, get a Pokeball. Pokeball first. Heads, okay. We can get a Crobat right now. Granted, we didn't even need the Crobat. Because I think, yeah, 120, 240. So actually, she can get the knockout on both these guys. So we are in a bit of, but we are going to knock this guy out. So she has to get the VMAX and both Inteleons out, I believe. So, Great Ball. It's also just helping thin the deck out. Do I not have any supporters? Okay, never mind. Was not expecting that. So I'm thinking we could, hear me out, guys. I think we're gonna quick ball away Ball Guy. So we got no more Pokemon left. Oh yeah, we do. We still got plenty. I don't know what I was looking at. Capture Energy, and now we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 180. Knock this out with these 4 and get rid of all that damage. And then we still got that Capture Energy on here. And then we can Rescue Carrier the this guy back, flip some more coins next turn. I saw it. Yeah, we are in good shape now that. Yep, there's the grass energy that we needed to attach, so we definitely made the right call losing that. Tsareena. So there's the VMAX. She probably could not have got double Inteleons down, but I mean, this deck is insane. So she's choosing, maybe she is worried she won't get a switch or something. And now I feel like she just pulled a liability Pokemon down. I feel like this, I don't know. Yeah, I guess we are going to have to two-shot this Pokemon, which gives her a chance to retreat and make us two-shot again to get the game. So she's choosing to pick up. Okay, that makes more sense. But still, unless she has another scoop up net. Okay. Oh, she's going to strafe and kill this. That makes sense. Or Gal Thrust. So yeah, that was a good play on her part. Okay, so I got the Yamper. I think we're going to go with this first. See if we're not going to be able to flip heads here. Leafeon, I guess? Or Zigzagoon? I don't think it really matters. Yamper, maybe? Because the 10 damage is not going to help us at all. Hopefully we flip a heads here. We don't. But guess what? We can do it again. I mean, this is so much fun. I don't know how competitive this is. Just because of this energy and... yeah. I think the energy problem is the biggest thing with this deck. Zigzagoon comes down. We are going to put it on... I don't think it really matters. Pokeball. We're really looking for another benched Tsareena, which we get. And now we got to find one of the two Raihans. Oh, they have 4 prize cards remaining. For some reason, I was thinking they only had 2. So, yeah, we're definitely looking for a Raihan. We don't necessarily need the Ordinary Rod. I'm thinking, do we want to just go with the research? We can draw 2 cards. Maybe we do want to put the Chatot back in. That's going to lower our odds of the Raihan. We could Rescue Carrier. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 120, 140, 320. So actually, oh man. I don't know if this is the right call, guys. But we're going to do 140, and then if we do 180, that's 320, which is still enough to knock it out, because that 10 damage on the Zigzagoon I said doesn't matter. Turns out it does matter. Now we're only 4 benched Pokemon away from the potential game. I would love to get maybe even a research. I think, yeah, I don't know. We'll get the capture energy, definitely. Thin our deck out, too. I think we'll Rescue Carrier, and then we'll Crobat, and then we'll Ordinary Rod, just to increase our odds of getting a boss if we need it, or a Raihan if we need it. But I don't think they can knock us out this turn. 40. Yeah. Oh, plus, okay, so they are going to knock us out. So we do need. Okay, so they're going with the Marnie. So that is going to show us four more cards, potentially going to be, well, five more cards with the top deck of the draw. And we need one of them to be the Raihan, which we get. So if we do get knocked out, which we should with the quick shooting, we have potential game on the board. We're going to have the Yamper, Level Ball. We got the Raihans. What? Why does that not knock me out? 120 plus this guy, right? Oh, to the benched. Wow. Wow. So we still have the potential game on the board. We'll level ball. Oh, sorry, Pokeball, Great Ball first, I guess. No, we'll level ball first. No, no, no. We want to increase our odds with the Great Ball. So the Great Ball wants of hitting. So nothing. No, it doesn't matter, I don't think. Level ball. Zigzagoon. We're gonna have game. There's no way we don't have game with the research too. We probably I probably just jinxed it. Could we get the heads? Then take the Crobat just to see as many cards as possible, I guess. Zigzagoon. Put it on here. Attach. Crobat. And I will get to see one more Pokemon for the game. Okay, so okay, we got the rescue care. I didn't see that. But that is going to be the game. So absolutely great victory. A lot of fun. 180, 340, that's game. Wow, that was I think I'll do one more. I think I'll do one more. Okay, so hopping into game number two, you will see how we needed that Leafeon. We had a great starting hand. I wonder if that helped us win. Obviously, it didn't help us hurt. Uh, but yeah, I think we see enough Pokemon. Oh my God, that's PTCGO for you. No kidding, that can happen in real life. As much as I hate to admit it, but actually, what are the odds of that? But then again, psychology. What are the odds? If we had three quick balls in here, we'd be like, what the heck? What are the odds of three quick balls? So we're gonna get against an Ice Rider. See what they pull out with the Evo. So they're gonna go right for the Drizzle, but we're gonna Marnie them. Hopefully, we can Marnie them into a bad hand, since we're starting off with a relatively poor hand. We got the Capture Energy, which we can get the Leafeon. So we'll have a attacker ready. I'm thinking we put the benched Tsareena here because we can capture energy and attach the grass energy to here, and then we got split up energies, avoiding a potential V max knockout next turn. We don't want to load our bench though, because their attack does the 30 more for each benched Pokemon we have. So I think we're just gonna put the cape, capture energy, and then we'll Marnie. And hopefully stop their Drizzile from coming into play. Yeah, so we got a pretty good hand for next turn. Not the best hand. We somehow see our fourth Czar. We got the Great Ball, Crobat coming down, but for now we just got to greening cells and put it here because their attack can do 250. So if they get a Melanie, they'd have to get a Quick Ball Melanie, but still more than possible. So Drizzile is going to come into play. Luckily, they don't have multiple Sabos on the bench right now. Let's see what they pull out with the quick ball. They still need to find the VMAX, otherwise they are going to be in trouble. So it looks like they're going for the Glaceon. I wonder if they're going to try and pull it into the active. We don't have any VMAX in this deck, so matchup advantage to us. And there is going to be most likely the knockout for 250. And yeah, but look at this. We do have the Raihan. So no Sabos on the bench. Let's see if we can get a heads, which we do. We need to find an energy. That's the big thing we're looking for right now. Yamper. Yamper, I don't know why I just called him Yamper. No, we're just looking for Pokemon because the Raihan is going to give us the extra energy. We're just going to have to search for it. Nada. But Yamper's going to come down, hopefully save the day. It's going to go fetch for us. Yeah, thin the deck out potentially with the heads, but we do not get one. So the Great Ball is going to come down. And we do pull out a Zigzagoon. I'm thinking we're going to... So we could do 140 and 180 is enough. So we only have to discard 3 Pokemon right now. Put it on the bench. Because I just said the math works out perfectly here. So we're going to Raihan. Attach the grass energy here. Search our deck. And we could pull out a capture energy actually. And just get rid of a Chatot. So I think we're just gonna go for the 1, 2, 3, 140. We're gonna keep the Leafeon. We can always get rid of him next turn. Yeah, 140. Okay, so yep, we got potentially a knockout here next turn. Melanie's gonna come down, and it looks like they're gonna attach, knock us out. So we're gonna have to find another Raihan in order to stay in this game. We only have one other Raihan in this deck, so it's not looking good. We're gonna have to hope they don't have another Melanie in hand. But I mean, this deck just blew right by us. Not to mention, we can't even retreat. We should have put this on the bench last turn. We could Ball Guy, fill up our bench, but I think we're just gonna Crobat. Wow. So if we had the Tsareena, let's see if we flip heads, because then we could have got this attack off. And this would be a major user error. If we get heads here. Rescue Carrier, do we have a Chatot in here? So it doesn't matter at this point. I guess we could probably could have energy switched here and forced a boss. Oh yeah! Oh man. That's a shoot. So I guess we still need to find a Raihan if we want to stay in this game. So yeah, but we should have done. We could have knocked him out with the heads here. Because now we're trying to just retreat into a Chatot. Okay, so luckily that would have been very painful for us. We did not have to go through that. We'll put the cape here. We're gonna quick ball just in our hand, draw an extra card. We have the extra Raihan in here, so I mean, theoretically, it's still possible for us to stay alive. We already used the Crobat this turn. Okay, nice. Okay, well, that was a user error. I mean, you could see maybe like if we had an Eldegoss, we had a guaranteed Raihan again. So definitely something you could consider using in this deck. Maybe I'll look into making that. I mean, that's pretty consistent, I would say. But you could see we had so much fun. We're just gonna forfeit this game. That was such a blunder on my part. But I would highly recommend doing this deck, trying out Eldegoss yourself, seeing if that's a legitimate play for you guys. But yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys are gonna try this deck out. Yeah, see you guys. Thanks for watching.